Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse, the Dark Knight Trilogy, Joker. This is Joker, portrayed by Heath Ledger. Finally getting him in 7-inch scale. The only other 7-inch scale Joker I'm aware of is the NECA version, and we'll definitely compare them later in this video. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, DC Multiverse, the Joker, Collective Build Bane. This is the second of 4 figures you need. If you get all 4 of them, you can build Bane from the Dark Knight Rises. Here's Joker in the package. He has a display stand, collector's card, a bunch of hands and head for Bane, and this really cool accessory, a giant money pile. I can find a ton of use for that in my action figure world. One side of the package, Joker from the Dark Knight Trilogy. Other side, Joker. Bottom, bunch of credits, and there is a barcode if that helps anybody. And on the back side, here's Bane. Here are the pieces you get with Joker. Here are instructions for the assembly, and here is the rest of the wave. So no further ado, let's open him up. And I did get 2 full sets of these Dark Knight figures from the McFarlane Toy Store. They put them up the other day. They put them up already in stock. I ordered it, and they shipped the same day. That is awesome. I got 1 set to open and enjoy, and 1 set to keep unopened in my complete Batman-related unopened action figure collection. Alright, now that I get this figure out of the package, here he is with all the accessories laid out. He comes with this giant stack of money, which is an awesome accessory, collector's card, display stand, and then Bane's head, and 6 alternate hands for Bane. I believe it's the first Build-A-Figure that has interchangeable hands. But before I take a look at the accessories, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is Joker from the Dark Knight, played by Heath Ledger, rest in peace. One of the best portrayals of the Joker. So let's take a look at him. Starting with his face here. Looks good, looks clean, looks crisp. I mean, it definitely looks like the Dark Knight Joker, but someone's a little off. Doesn't exactly look like Heath Ledger. To me, it looks more like, I don't know if they made a figure based off the comic adaptation of the Dark Knight. I do like it. Paint job is excellent. I don't see any issues. Hair looks good. That sort of dirty green. Part to the side. The lips look nice. Yeah, the sculpting on the scar is pretty subtle, but the red lips look good. The dark around the eyes. The white face paint with the flesh part sticking out looks excellent. With the purple jacket, green vest, shirt underneath with a tie. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, brown dress shoes. That's chain. I don't know, seems a little too big and doesn't look that good in plastic. You see this sort of purple trench coat. Looks nice. Not sure if it's going to beat the NECA version. We'll check that out a little later. But it looks to be a very good figure of the Dark Knight Joker. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Now let's check out his accessories. Let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand. It's that same display stand we've seen at McFarlane a million times before. Black perfect circle. It's got 1 peg for the pegals on its feet. It says DC. Very thin. Very basic. Now for his collector's card. As you can see, it's that image from the Dark Knight. I've seen some posters like this. Why so serious? Joker from the Dark Knight Trilogy. On the backside, there is a description. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause now. Now let's look at the Bane pieces. We have a total of 6 different hands for Bane. 3 left hands, 3 right hands. And then we have his head. It's got that breathing mask. The fierce eyes. Looks pretty nice. And if you get all 4 of the figures, here's Bane fully assembled. Now for his money pile. This thing is awesome. Although it's much smaller than it was in the actual film. I can put this to a ton of use. Huge stacks of money, each one sort of wrapped together, banded. It's got a little peg in the bottom so it can be used as a display stand. I mean, it is kind of cheap and crappy feeling, but it looks good enough for me. It's hollow. Very, very happy they included this. Almost makes up for the lack of guns. Some other accessories it would have been nice if he came with, but he didn't. A rocket launcher, a couple knives, a Joker card, or the signature machine gun he used in that iconic moment where Batman was driving the Batpod toward him. I have a bunch of these accessories from other action figures, and they've released so many different versions of the Heath Ledger Joker. Here's the Joker using one of those rocket launchers. Here's the Joker holding one of those machine guns. Now we know McFarlane's not allowed to give him a machine gun or a rocket launcher because Warner Brothers' no gun mandate. But he could have at least come with a knife, something he used a ton in the film. Here's Joker holding one of those smaller knives. Now the way his hand is designed, you can't really hold it, although it doesn't look that bad. Of course, this would lead me to say he needs some other different pairs of hands, but that would be to hold the accessories that he doesn't come with. So, his hands are just fine for the accessories he actually comes with just the money pile. He does have a trigger finger, so you can provide your own gun, but it'd be nice if he had two gripping hands and two fisted hands, and maybe even a gripping hand that could hold something small like a knife, or a Joker card. You can still make it work with this hand. Now these are accessories this figure does not come with, but would have been really nice to have. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's standing at about 7.2 inches tall, which can translate to about 18 centimeters. Now for his articulation. Starting with his head here. Of course, you're going to rotate from side to side. Look up just a tiny little bit, down pretty good. Can tilt his head from one side to the other. Shoulders on a ball joint goes out a little bit more than 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. No butterfly joint. The jacket covers up that gap. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. His wrist can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. His torso's got that soft goods overlay. Say any articulation under there, it's totally useless. Ball joint his waist, rotate around, forward and back. Legs, complete as a splits. Jacket does a good job of not obstructing anything. Not a ball joint. McFarlane style hip joints. They go forward about that much. Back about that far. Rotation's minimal. Double jointed knees below that. Then his ankle, forward and back. Rotate, tilt, rock, to articulation. I feel like something's a little bit stuck in there as far as the rotation goes. I'll have to work on that with some hot water. Here's the Joker, holding a young woman, holding a knife up to her face, asking her, "Do you want to know how I got these scars?" So a lot of the stuff is in disarray right now, but here you have it. Here's a peek at my action figure city. Buildings upon buildings, an actual city setup. Here we have a couple of GCPD SWAT vans, just like in the film. They're transporting Harvey Dent, the alleged Batman, to jail. They're going to be going around the city, making their journey. But you know the Joker's not going to allow this. Just a little glimpse of what we got going on here. Like I said, a lot of stuff in disarray. So here we have it. Two GCPD SWAT vans transporting Harvey Dent. They're proceeding through the city. Everything's calm so far. Out of nowhere, a dump truck comes and knocks out one of the SWAT vans. Now the SWAT van is being chased by both a dump truck and a semi-truck full of Joker henchmen. Batman comes and makes short work of the garbage truck with the tumbler. Now we have the SWAT van with Harvey Dent being chased by the Joker and the semi-truck with Batman and the tumbler behind. The Joker and his thugs are shooting all over the SWAT van, not making a lot of progress though. That's just not strong enough. Joker loads up his bazooka and decides to take out the SWAT van once and for all. Batman sees exactly what's happening. He hits the boost on the tumbler and absorbs the rocket. The tumbler's on the ground, destroyed. Batman ejects in the Batpod and self-destructs the tumbler. The Joker in that semi-truck, still chasing after Harvey Dent. In comes Batman on the Batpod. He's planning to take down the Joker, even after everything. He uses his cable, completely flips the Joker's semi upside down. The Joker is standing in the street, shooting at innocent people, begging Batman to run him down. Batman's going full speed on the Batpod, heading straight for the Joker, but of course, he has that no-kill rule. He's not going to kill him. Batman moves out of the way at the last second, hits the Batpod, and then is knocked onto the ground unconscious. Joker comes up to him with his knife, but he's stopped by Commissioner Gordon in his SWAT attire, Turns out he's alive the entire time. Here's this new Joker figure on the top shelf of my Joker base. My Joker armor is so big they get an entire bookshelf. And a closer look at Joker in front of his desk. Here's Joker in front of this Joker diorama I have. Big shout out to my boy Albert for making this for me. It is awesome. And here's Joker on stage, surrounded by some of his Joker horrors. Now let's check him out. Next to some other action figures. Starting off with some other Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker figures. Here's this McFarlane Heath Ledger Joker figure next to the NECA version. Now the NECA is my favorite one that I have, and I still think it's gonna keep that slot. So, looking at the two faces, McFarlane one does look very good, but I think the NECA one just looks a little bit better. The overall sculpt, I'm just gonna have to give it a NECA sculpt and paint job just a little bit better overall. I mean, they use an actual sort of chain versus this giant plastic thing here. The texture on the pants, I mean, they're both very good. But I'm going to have to just say, NECA has the best Heath Ledger Joker figure in the 6 and 7 inch scale. McFarlane is the largest one. NECA is still my favorite. Of course, McFarlane is still dirt cheap. NECA figure nowadays, probably running at $36 or something. He was only, I don't know, 20-something when I got him many years ago. Really nice figure. Surprised he hasn't broken yet. I don't think the McFarlane one has any worry there. So pros and cons for both. Durability, a little more fragile, a little more plastic toy looking, a little more sort of realistic. Which one do you guys think's better? Drop me a line in the comments below. I'm going to have to give it to NECA on this one. Now my second favorite Joker before McFarlane was this Mattel DC Multiverse Signature Collection Heath Ledger Joker. A little bit taller than the Mattel Movie Master version. And overall looks pretty good. It also made a really nice base for this custom Joaquin Phoenix Joker figure. And here he is, next to Mattel's Movie Master Heath Ledger Joker. Much older figure, way softer sculpt than their signature collection, but this figure has a special place in my heart. I remember when he first came out, he was impossible to get, and there was some sort of like a recall on them. Guy was going for high dollar on eBay. Now, you can barely give this thing away. You can probably get him for $10 on eBay shipped. Still, really cool figure for a really cool movie, and it was hot shit at the time, that's for sure. Many years ago, I even got a second one of this Movie Master Heath Ledger Joker, and the only thing I did to customize him was paint his neck white. Kind of want to make my own sort of perma white, bleached Heath Ledger Joker. At the time, the fact that he painted his face in the movie bothered me way more than it should have. Now, I've learned to accept these are all different multiverses. Mattel also made Joker in the bank robber outfit, jail cell outfit, and the honor guard outfit. I got 6 of the honor guard Joker figures. I used them to make additional GCPD officers in their honor guard outfits. It even allowed me to make a custom Foley from Dark Knight Rises. And I got 6 of these bank robber Joker Mattel figures to use a bunch of different various Joker thugs and henchmen. Now, with a gold label bank robber Joker from McFarlane on the leaked list, I cannot wait. Finally gonna have some more 7-inch scale Joker thugs. I'll get a gang of those guys. In between Joker in his bank robber outfit and the actual Joker thug, Mattel gave me an army of Joker henchmen. And here he is, next to both versions of the Mafex Dark Knight Joker. We have the 1.0 on the left, and the 2.0, which is vastly superior, on the right. Mafex also made the Dark Knight Honor Guard Joker, Jail Cell Joker, and Bank Robber Joker figures. I believe if you bought the Honor Guard Joker, he came with spare parts that you could turn the Joker 2.0 into the Jail Cell Joker. Of course, I wanted to have them both on display, so I got another 2.0. And of course, I did get a couple of the Mafex Bank Robber Joker figures to use as Joker thugs or henchmen. And I did get 3 of the Honor Guard Jokers, did some head swaps, and have a few more police officers from my GCPD force. And finally, here he is, next to the Dark Knight SH Figure Arts Joker figure. Here are all of my different Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker figures in their traditional purple outfit. And here are all of my 6 and 7-inch scale Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker action figures. We have several different looks. I was always hoping one company would make the nurse look for the Joker, but alas, I haven't seen one. Only some canceled stuff. Now, as far as all the different live-action Joker figures they've made, both Mattel and McFarlane made some smaller figures from Cesar Romero's 1966 Joker. Really, no companies in the 6 and 7 inch scale have given us a Jack Nicholson Joker. Yeah, there's a Beast Kingdom figure, and it looks great, but I'm not collecting 8 inch stuff. Ton of companies gave us the Dark Knight Joker. Several companies gave us Jared Leto Joker. Now, if you want a Joaquin Phoenix Joker, you have to either turn to a custom figure or an unlicensed third-party unauthorized figure, and then nobody's made any figures from The Batman yet. Maybe if the Joker has a bigger role in a future film. We'll see. Now let's check them out. Next to some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here's the entire wave of Dark Knight figures. Batman, Joker, Two-Face, and Scarecrow. And if you buy all 4 of these figures, you have to collect to build Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Now this is currently McFarlane's entire Dark Knight collection. But on the leaked list, we have a gold label, Batman with sonar eyes, Bane with jacket on, and then Joker in his bank robber outfit. Looking forward to those. The biggest glaring omission for the entire collection so far appears to be Catwoman. I would love if they would give us one of those, but personally, I would love if they made John Blake, Commissioner Gordon, Alfred, Lucius, Talia, characters like that. Here's Joker, next to a couple of other McFarlane live-action Batman figures. We have the Ben Affleck Batman on the left, and the Robert Pattinson Batman on the right. Pretty cool to be able to face off Heath Ledger against either one of these guys. And here he is, next to some other live-action Batman villains. Riddler, Penguin, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Polka Dot Man. Now let's check him out, next to some other McFarlane Joker's figures. Here he is, next to the McFarlane Rebirth Joker. Then, with McFarlane's Arkham Asylum Joker. And now, next to all 3 Jokers from the 3 Joker story. And here, next to McFarlane's Mortal Kombat 11 Joker. Then, with there, the Dark Knight Returns Joker. Then, with the Death of the Family Joker. And McFarlane's most recent Joker release, the Infinite Frontier Joker. Here are all of McFarlane's DC Multiverse Joker figures. The next one to come out is presumably going to be the gold label Dark Knight Bank Robber Joker figure. Now let's check him out, next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to Duke Thomas the Signal, Jake Garrick the Flash, and Con-El Superboy. Then, next to the Kingdom Come Armored Batman, and the Dark Knight's Battle Gladiator Batman. Here's Joker, next to most recent Batman wave. We have Nightfall Catwoman, Hush Batman, Infinite Frontier Joker, and both versions of Mr. Freeze. And here he is, next to the Walmart exclusive Gold Label Eradicator and Vampire Batman. Then, next to the Target exclusive Deadman and Flashpoint Aquaman. And now, next to the Shazam 2 movie Shazam and the Amazon exclusive Tim Drake Robin. Here's Joker, next to the Amazon exclusive Batman Family 5-pack. And here he is, next to the 2 most recent Mega figures, Frankenstein and Mongol. Then, next to the most recent McFarlane Gaming Wave, we have the Arkham City Sick Joker and the Arkham Knight Red Hood and Scarecrow. And now, next to McFarlane's Mortal Kombat 11 DC offerings, the Batman Who Laughs, and both versions of Joker. Here's Joker, next to the McFarlane Toy Store exclusive Hush Superman and Rebirth Kid Flash. Now let's check them out, next to some other recent Build-A-Figure waves. Here's Joker, next to the Target exclusive Crime Syndicate wave, Collect to Build Starro the Conqueror. Then, next to the Speed Metal wave, Collect to Build the Darkest Knight. And now, next to the Batman Arkham City wave, Collect to Build an undersized Solomon Grundy. And here he is, next to the Walmart exclusive Gold Label Black and Gray variants. Here's Joker, next to the 3rd wave of Page Punchers. This is a Flash themed wave. We've got Flash, Atom, Heatwave, Gorilla Grodd, and both versions of Captain Cold. And here he is, next to the 2nd wave of Page Punchers. This is based off Injustice 2. We've got a Supergirl, Dr. Fate, Green Arrow, and Batman. And finally, next to the 1st wave of Page Punchers, this is a Black Adam themed wave, featuring Batman, Superman, Constantine, and Black Adam. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you know designs you can mix it with. Since he's a McFarlane toy, they're typically the 7 inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect. It worked way smaller, and I'm going to include as many Joker figures as I can during these comparisons. Since we already checked him out with all the other McFarlane Joker figures, here he is with even more McFarlane toys. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane toys, all 7-inch scale. Then, with some more McFarlane toys, these are from different various video game properties. And now, next to some Jack-specific wrestling figures, here's Joker, next to a small carrot cake from our kitchen. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Joker figures. And here he is, standing with some NECA figures. Then, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And now, next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collective figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse Joker figures. And here he is, next to some Mayfix Joker figures. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts Joker figures. And finally, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, he's a pretty nice Joker figure. He is not the nicest 7-inch Heath Ledger Joker out there. I'm going to have to give it to NECA on that one. But he's still pretty nice. My biggest complaints about this guy is paint job. I mean, it's good, but it's not great. All 5 of these figures would really benefit from a nicer paint job. They all look just a little bit too plasticky and toyetic. Then we have his accessories. Now, I love the Pilot Money. So cool. But it should have come with some traditional Joker accessories. Machine gun, bazooka, pistol with extended clip, Joker card. All kind of possibilities for this guy. I do realize Warner Brothers is not going to allow a lot of those things to come with him. But my gosh, he could at least come with a knife. And if he had other accessories, he would need some more hands. I still would like to have some other hands with him, because I'm providing my own accessories. That being said, still a very nice figure. His accessory is awesome as it is. The sculpt and paint job are excellent, no issues there. But like I said at the beginning of the video, it doesn't exactly look like Heath Ledger. It screams the Dark Knight Joker, but it seems like it was, I don't know, like it's based off of a comic adaptation of the movie. Just looks a little off. His articulation is everything you'd expect from a modern McFarlane DC Multiverse figure. If I were to rate this guy, probably going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. A little bit of better paint job, he'd easily be an 8.5. It is a very nice figure. So this is a D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.